Like, quit. Okay, there's a book. It's an open book. How do you?
Right.
But like when it comes to, hey, evaluate, Casablanca for its whatever film noir. I watched the thing named here 20 times. That's an easy one. Just recall what. I don't even have to rewatch the
She enjoys it. She has the love of it.
Yeah,
She doesn't.
yeah.
She enjoys it.
And it's like, this is where my mind works. Within the first couple of weeks, if I don't know what the teacher's been asking me, I'm off. Like I got Dr. Block for History 21. Oh, I figured out exactly what, like, first real big, like, document pack assignment. A little unsure that I need one more thing. I need something tying all 5 of those documents together. That's how it is. Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, now I got it. And I recognize that he likes to see like patterns of history. So for my take-home essay, I the U.S. foreign policy in the Western Hemisphere, like Roosevelt, World War II, Reagan during the Nicaragua era. Well, there you go. It shows up.
Once you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah, and I maybe my working background, my professional military education, in the service, we don't have a teacher giving us a lecture. Like, did you really read it? So where are we going? It's student-led, instructor guided, or whatever. That's the method. So it just suits me.
I figured that out my first year. I had a history teacher. He's not here anymore. I was expecting to get a study guide.
Oh, right,
and
right,
he just did like a floral one. And so I was just like writing something down. And so I tanked my first one, but then when I figured out, like, oh, this is how he does it, I aced all that.
And like Dr. Black's lectures, all his slides, he won't share his lecture slides at all, which is fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions.
Because I don't because his lecture slides are a guide to where his thought process is. But then he has all these key bullets highlighted in the lecture slide, and literally his study guide is just a copy of all those bullets. Like, well, so and it's from an American y'all. That's the biggest thing.
Privilege of having some really good books. But I say to anyone who would listen that this by far has been my absolute favorite. And it is in no small measure because of our relationship with Altoona and Blair County and the service area in general, but largely because of our community of scholars on the campus. Altoona boasts of a talented, dedicated faculty body and remarkably dedicated staff. But I think what gives me the greatest sense of pleasure is the students that we serve. We serve students who come from multiple countries, multiple states, who come from multiple life circumstances, and yet who launch themselves fully and capably into the work of rising to their best selves. And we remain always privileged at Penn Altoona for being the vehicle that sees them get to that point. We have a large number of our 2,400 odd students in the campus who are themselves remarkable. But tonight, we celebrate a special subset of those remarkable folks, those remarkable students who have put aside all of the challenges that assault young persons today and dedicated student government and in other areas that make not only themselves but the campus better. So tonight we are celebrating those students. I want to make sure I thank our faculty and staff for the remarkable and consistent quality of work that they do on behalf of our students. Well, I say all the time at Altoona, we recognize that we are the shoulders that these young people stand on. We are the shoulders that launch them into the future. And God knows we need talented young people to do the work that affects humanity. Just a bit of housekeeping. We are allowed, you are allowed, to take candid photos, but please, no flashes. After the ceremony, faculty and staff are happy to join in on the photos that will be outside in the entitlement study. And we will begin tonight slightly out of order because our first awardee has a class to teach. That just indicates that he's going to teach our students, right? I'm going to make sure he gets there in time. The first award is the Laurie J. Becton Wary Living the Values Award. For those of you who don't know, Laurie Becton Wary was the chancellor of the Penn Altoona for quite a number of years. She was my immediate predecessor. This award is being given this year to Jared Frederick. Jared makes his way up. I want to share that we want to talk about someone who truly embodies what it means to live our values. Through passion, dedication, and a commitment to sharing his knowledge with others. Dr. Jared Frederick's journey is nothing short of remarkable. From beginning his first book as a high school freshman to publishing multiple works by his early college years, his drive and discipline have been evident from the start. Over time, that passion has grown into a meaningful career, with thousands of students and readers engaging in his work and gaining a deeper appreciation for American history. It is fun to mention that when you Google him, you'll find links to a variety of web pages, including one from the Internet Movie Database, or IMDb. What sets Jared apart, among the many things, is not just his scholarship, but his ability to make history accessible and engaging. Whether through his published books, his collaborative research, or the widely followed Real History YouTube channel, he brings the past to life in ways that resonate with diverse audiences. His work reflects a deep respect for storytelling, accuracy, and the human experiences behind historical and sometimes current events. And I will say that I have experienced that personally. I live in Harrisburg. Jared came to the Pennsylvania Memorial Museum, and I knew the guy was good. Didn't realize he was that. He held the entire audience spellbound. Just absolutely remarkable. Beyond his academic and professional accomplishments, Jared's creativity shines through in the different modes he shares his passion for history, further demonstrating his perseverance and intellectual curiosity. In the classrooms, his students rave about him. He gives history new dimensions that challenge their mindsets, ignite their curiosity, and encourage them to strive for excellence. Dr. Frederick exemplifies what it means to live our values: a passion for learning, a commitment to community, and a desire to make a lasting impact. And so it is with great admiration that we recognize him as this year's recipient of the Living Values. Frederick. Let's give that guy another round of applause. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce Sophie Brenneman, Assistant Teaching Professor of Visual Art and Program Coordinator for Visual Art Studies at the Central Campus.
All right, so we've got a couple different kinds of awards. Our Fine Arts Award, we actually have two recipients, the first of which is Joanna Harlow. So Joanna is a transfer student who joined the Visual Arts Studies program in fall 2025 and quickly made a strong impression on the faculty. brings an ambitious and interdisciplinary perspective to everything she does. Taya consistently produces thoughtful and compelling work, and she approaches new ideas and creative challenges with enthusiasm and openness. Just as importantly, she is a generous member of the studio community, offering insightful and supportive feedback to her peers. We are proud to recognize Taya with the Zoller Art Award this year. All right, so we also have the Penn and Memorial Award for Visual Arts, and this year that's going to Mackenzie Kunkel. Kenzie has been a steady and thoughtful presence in the Visual Arts Studies program since her first semester here. While she may seem quiet at first, her work reveals a depth of imagination and a willingness to pursue ambitious ideas. Kenzie pairs strong technical skill with a clear artistic voice, and it has been a joy for the faculty to watch her ideas grow and evolve through her artwork. As a graduating senior and former secretary of the Art Club, she has also contributed meaningfully to the program's community. We are honored to recognize her with the Penn and Memorial Award for Visual Arts. And we have another recipient for the Kenneth M. Kuhn Memorial Art Award. That goes to Sophie Rep-Local. Sophie joined the Visual Arts Studies program as a transfer student, but quickly became an integral part of the vast community. Her strong artistic ability, thoughtful ideas, and collaborative spirit have made her a valued presence in the studio. Because she has completed several foundational courses after transferring, Sophie had the unique opportunity to work alongside students from multiple cohorts, naturally bridging connections across the entire vast program. Her enthusiasm for art and her generosity as a peer make her deserving recipient of the Kenneth M. Kuhn Memorial Award for Visual Art. All right, and now I would like to
balance of theater production, a dance production, an extra stage reading, even with a broken metatarsal. Fully healed by dance performances, thank goodness. Lena became involved with Ivy Dance Ensemble in her second year at Penn State, Altoona. She began her involvement small and increased every semester. Her senior year, which is now, has allowed her many opportunities to expand and embrace more of the performing arts. She auditioned and was cast as the waitress in Working, in which she was very powerful, and her ensemble work was supportive and fully engaging through the entire production. She also stepped up to perform during Human Resources, a stage reading of Aaron Murphy's poetry. This is above and beyond the regular weekly rehearsals for Ivy Side Dance Ensemble, of which she rehearsed and performed in 3 separate dances. So, Lena? Max's Spring 25 voice jury was outstanding. Prior to this project, he had little experience in musical theater singing and no experience with the French language. He embraced both challenges and was able to show that his voice is very capable of success in different musical styles and languages. His diction in both selections is clear and resonant. His voice, a beautiful warm baritone, is very resonant and even from top to bottom. Difficult leaps in the vocal lines are achieved with ease and fluidity. Max has worked very hard on expanding his upper range, which is particularly evident in the musical theater selection. In the 4 years he has taken Voice 110, this young man has gone from someone with a love for singing to someone who is a singer. In short, Max is becoming a promising young vocal artist. Max? She also took it upon themselves to assist any dancer with alterations to costumes for all the dances and make sure everyone had what was needed. This is what a costume shop manager does in the professional world, and Charlie has become our resident dance costume manager by default. Not to mention the many times they help out with theater and other productions. She is very valued and necessary. So, Charlie. Fall 25 voice jury showed a young singer who has truly come into her own. When she began taking Voice 110 as a freshman, Christina clearly exhibited a love and curiosity for singing, but lacked confidence in her abilities. There is no evidence of the woman I first, Bonnie Huber, who Bonnie first met 4 years ago in this jury. Her voice, a beautifully dark mezzo-soprano, exhibits finesse and evenness of tone from top to bottom. The voice is warm and resonant and is produced with ease. makes what she is doing look easy. The two selections, one musical theater and one French art song, reveal a singer who is skilled at performing different styles of music at a high level. Christina has never tried the French language before, and she completely embraced it. Both her French and English diction are clear and polished, as was her overall performance. She is definitely on her way to becoming an engaging young vocal artist.
Altoona, and that impressive GPA has been earned despite working part-time and being active and involved in campus life at Penn State Altoona. Alana is a peer mentor at the Penn State Altoona Student Success Center and a recipient of the Evan Pugh Scholar Award. And when the communications program does teamwork or group assignments, Alana is consistently one of the most creative and enthusiastic leaders. Her sense of engagement and positive attitude just has the ability to raise the level of an entire class, and she will be very much missed in our classes when she leaves. So please join me. Grade point average while working closely with the Sheets family as a loyalty marketing intern for the Sheets Corporation. Adam is a Sheets Fellow, serving as a member of the executive board and as the social media chair. Adam is also captain of the Penn State Altoona swim team, and he is the chapter president of Lambda Pi Eta, Penn State Altoona's Communications Honor Society. In addition, he's also the founder of an independent media firm, Dots Media, and he's been a video producer for the Harrisburg Senators, a minor league baseball team. Adam is one of the most committed and energetic students we've ever had in the program, and he also will be greatly missed when he leaves. Shining example of the success students can achieve here in the humanities, and she will definitely be a force for good in the world. curious, passionate about history, and hardworking with a strong work ethic. He reads the assigned material, actually, and constructs thoughtful arguments with attention to both detail and the larger historical context. He has given class presentations, and they were balanced, detailed, and comprehensive. They've been carefully constructed to provide clear overviews of the larger context with a key focus, sharp focus on key players, motivations, and their long-term significance. When using primary sources, which is kind of the original stuff, his analyses were consistently strong and to the point. Also, Owen's willingness to engage with non-Western historical topics and his success in mastering the readings and ably presenting his findings all bode well for future pursuits in whatever diverse subject areas he might encounter. He's also ambitious and driven, pursuing an academic career that, in his own words, connects environmental history, legal history, and the study of industrial and military systems. And if whatever career he finds himself in, if he goes after it as his grandfather has done, he will do just fine. So, Owen, come on. To introduce Karen McKinney-Marvasti for the next one.
So, luckily there's more to say about Holly. Holly Miller is a force of nature. She receives this award as a student of multidisciplinary studies with a major theme of business communications and group facilitation studies, while minoring in sociology and entrepreneurship. But she's also a concurrent major in English, a Schreier Honor Scholar, and a Sheets Fellow. She's been an intelligent, insightful, and invaluable member of APID, All Voices in Dialogue program, which facilitates classroom discussions on challenging social and political topics for many semesters. Last summer, she traveled to the West African nation of Ivory Coast to complete a months-long internship in a regional company's communications department. Across all of these activities, her intellectual vibrancy, her commitment to the deep exchange of ideas, and her undaunted can-do spirit shine forth brightly, making her a most worthy recipient of this award. Holly, heartfelt congratulations on receiving this year's Excellent in Multidisciplinary Studies Award. Now please welcome Deborah Hummer, teaching professor and coordinator of the business program, who will present the next award.
So isn't this fun? It's so exciting to see everyone here. So when the business faculty got together and we're thinking about what it means to be a focused and driven business student, we thought right away of Kirsten Baker. Kirsten exemplifies her commitment and ambition in every aspect of her academic journey. She's not only completing 2 options within the business degree, but she's also pursuing an entrepreneurship minor and proudly serves on the Sheets Fellows Executive Board. In her role as a volunteer coordinator for the Sheets Fellows program, Kirsten has taken on meaningful leadership responsibilities. She works closely with the community organizations and fellow students to support impactful events throughout the community and our region. Through her dedication and professionalism and genuine passion for service, Kirsten continues to elevate both the program and the community she serves. It is my honor to recognize Kirsten Baker for her exceptional focus
it's my pleasure to be here tonight representing the accounting faculty to present the Excellence in Accounting Award to Madeline Elizabeth Goose. Maddie demonstrates strong engagement both inside and outside the classroom. In addition to completing an accounting internship, she has contributed significantly to the campus community through her roles as an accounting tutor, resident assistant, and a campus tour guide. She plans to pursue a graduate degree in professional accounting and eventually obtain her CPA in the future. Her academic excellence, leadership, and clear commitment to a professional accounting career make her a strong choice for this award, and the accounting faculty unanimously agrees with that. So, Maddie.
He has turned his undergraduate research on energy absorption of lightweight lattice structures into a Schreyer's honors thesis. Blaine is currently heading after graduation to ARL to work in the drafting and design division. He hopes to continue his education with a master's degree in mechanical engineering. The engineering faculty and EMET faculty couldn't be more proud of Blaine. Come on up. Leadership, and a deep commitment to learning. Along with his pursuit of the RTE degree, Tom is pursuing an honors minor where his research and thesis is centered around locomotive energy, efficiency, and emissions. Tom's leadership qualities are evident with his interactions with his peers on various projects, such as the capstone project, where this year's project entails the design of RTE lab spaces in the Rare Earth Museum. Please welcome Tom. Professor
stories about destiny? Can you guess what the first one is? Okay, we'll go with that. No. Yes, she is working right now. She's academically outstanding, and I'm just working with her on a research project right now where she's working on a virtualization project in our server room. She's doing a fantastic job. It's wonderful work. But that's not the story I want to share. The story I want to share is Destiny is the first student, and hopefully the only student I've ever had who I repeatedly, over and over again, called the wrong name. I'd like to apologize for that in front of all these people, and I actually went and had cognitive testing done because I was so concerned. Turns out I'm okay, though. And the other thing I would like to tell you about Destiny is one day I was talking to my students about how to stay organized and manage your classes and manage assignments, and after that, she came up and she showed me this phenomenal spreadsheet where she did all of that, had her assignments and courses laid out. It was beautiful work. So if you need help staying organized, Destiny is the person you're going to talk to. Come on down, Destiny.
unwavering commitment leaves an indelible mark on everyone in the program, as well as her faculty members. From her first day in Criminal Justice 100 to her participation in our Social Sciences Research Lab, Devlin has just grown immensely here at Penn State Altoona. Her Excellence in Criminal Justice Award embodies her very spirit of her excellence by pushing boundaries. She will inspire for other colleagues and also consistently rising to meet the challenges with both skill and heart. Devlin's achievements speak for themselves, but it is her passion, her integrity that truly set her apart from other students. Please join me in recognizing Devlin Glenn as we honor her.
Overwhelmingly agreed on our student award recipient. Lillian embodies the future teacher our program strives for. Throughout her 4 years with us, she has proven herself not only through academic excellence, but her exceptional teaching and leadership in classrooms in which she teaches. These qualities have shown her professors and her peers what our education program stands for. We are delighted and very proud to present Lillian with this award.
Excellence in Kinesiology Award to Brandon Cherry. Brandon has demonstrated a strong commitment to academic excellence and a positive attitude toward learning and personal growth throughout his time at Altoona. Not only was he recognized as a highly engaged and successful student within the classroom, but was praised for his high standards and work ethic while completing his internship experiences. Brandon's passion for helping others with rehabilitative healthcare and his willingness to go above and beyond in order to achieve success is going to take him far in his future as a career as a physical therapist. We wish you the absolute best, Brandon, and once again, it is my honor to present you with the Excellence in Kinesiology Award. Brandon. Right, well, in Brandon's absence, I will go ahead and accept this award on his behalf, and I will present it to him hopefully tomorrow. Okay. Our next presenter is going to be Jennifer Kachilaki, assistant professor, teaching professor for nursing.
Hello. It's my pleasure to give Emily Greenland the Bachelor's Degree in Nursing Award. Emily has been an exceptional student in both the theory and clinical aspects of this program. She applies theoretical concepts to the clinical patient quickly and appropriately to provide safe, effective care with her patients. She communicates well with her peers, patients, and other members of the healthcare team, which sometimes is very stressful. Beyond the academic aspect, Emily practices with care and compassion, which is a true art of nursing. Emily served as our nursing peer tutor this year, and I'm sure she was very, very busy. She shared her knowledge and time with nursing students at all levels of the program. Please welcome Emily Greenland. Please welcome Melinda Burr, Assistant Professor of Psychology.
My great pleasure to introduce Longyang Simon Lee, graduating senior who is so highly deserving of the Penn State Altoona Excellence in Psychology Award. From his first day in the program, he's been known for his intellectual curiosity and leadership in the classroom. He consistently elevates discussions with thoughtful contributions and an infectious eagerness to learn. As a member of Psi Chi, he's maintained excellent academic performance while actively engaging in research with 3 separate psychology professors and completing an honors thesis examining the intersection of identity and cigarette smoking. Beyond his academic achievements, Simon has been deeply involved in Psychology Club and frequently offers guidance and mentorship to fellow students. His intelligence, kindness, and strong work ethic have left a lasting impact on the campus community, and he will be so deeply missed. Please join me in celebrating Simon.
semester as her senior project. She's been working closely with the American Chestnut Foundation to reintroduce this extirpated tree species to our seminar forest, which we did today, successfully today. She also was a panelist this semester for the Leading the Change Women Shaping a Sustainable Future workshop, which was held during Women's History Month. Due to her ongoing commitment to our program and to the global environment, Fallon is a well-deserving recipient of this 2026 Outstanding Environmental Studies Student Award. So please come forward. Professor of Microbiology, to present our next award. Thank you. Tonight we're pleased to recognize Alexis Dell, an exceptional student graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology with a focus in vertebrate physiology. Alexis has achieved academic distinction, but her achievements go far beyond the classroom. Alexis has been deeply involved in undergraduate research with Dr. Penn, studying the synthetic and biological chemistry of lignin. Her commitment to this work led to a first author publication in 2024 and several poster presentations at conferences at the local, regional, and national levels. Her research has been supported by funding from Penn State Altoona and the Penn State Erickson Discovery Grant. In addition to her academic and research accomplishments, Alexis contributes to our campus community as a writing tutor and as a peer tutor for general and organic chemistry. She is also a member of the Tri Beta Honor Society and the American Chemical Society. Alexis has approached every opportunity with intelligence, curiosity, and a desire to learn and help others. Congratulations, Alexis. We're proud of all you have achieved, and we wish you every success in your next steps. It is a pleasure to also recognize Vendela Weitzel, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology with vertebrate physiology option. Vendela has been an outstanding scholar and a steady presence in our student community. She has taken on leadership roles in several student organizations and currently serves as president of the Tri Beta National Biological Honor Society, president of the Biology Club, and secretary of the Ag Club. Leadership that has strengthened our student community. Vendela has also been actively engaged in research with Dr. Kirsty Pasquale, analyzing spatiotemporal decision-making patterns in zebrafish. Vendela's participation in the inaugural RISE lecture and in Tri Beta's regional conference reflects her genuine interest in scientific inquiry and her continued growth as a biologist. In Human Dimensions course, where students intern with local physicians, she demonstrated strong observational skills and approached a wide range of situations with professionalism and care. Vendela is someone who follows through, completing tasks thoughtfully and on time. Congratulations, Vendela. We are proud of your accomplishments and we wish you every success in what comes next. earned a 4.0 cumulative grade point average based on at least 12 graded Penn State credits completed during their first semester of admission. This year, 45 students have earned this honor. As we have many recipients, Danny Fry from Student Affairs will serve as the nomenclator. Will the recipients please form a line on the right side of the auditorium? And as you come up, we'll give you a note card to Danny, so they know who you are. Give your note card to Danny, and as your name is read, across the stage to receive your medallion, and then we're going to shake our hands. We're not going to do the wave.
All right, students, if you are a recipient of this award, come on up.
All right, we'll go with the first one. So Waylon Yee. Jacob Racinos. Justin Lau. Che Tao Shen. Anise Rise. Ava Cabell. Brianna Helton. Emily Proctor. Cassidy Bowton. Ava Weld. Juliet Bowers Condon. Sarah Trexler. Aji Iram Ngo. Kylie Knapp. Timothy Kiefer. John Riley. Emma Swanger. Jaden Almer. Gracelyn Beckenbaugh. Caleb Stouter. Bryce Rowe. The next award is the President's Sparks Award. Edwin Earl Sparks was university president from 1908 to 1920. This award is presented annually to those undergraduate degree candidates who earned a 4.0 cumulative grade point average based on at least 36 graded Penn State credits completed by the end of the fall semester of the academic year in which the award is given. This year, we have 20 honorees. So if you would follow the same process as we just did, line up here. I'm not as graceful as Santa, sorry. We'll start. Our first tonight for the President's Sparks Award is Rebecca Miller. Jacob Segler. Madison Kennedy. Benjamin Dodds. Callie Mano. Chase Gagan. Jesse Mboya. The next award is the Evan Hughes Scholar Award for juniors. These scholars are those students who are in the upper 0.5% of their respective classes and have completed at least 48 rated Penn State credits and at least 60 cumulative credits with no more than 92 cumulative credits. Wow. At the end of the fall semester of the academic year in which the award is given, 4 students have earned this award. Same drill. Just for the record, we get this wording from the President's office. I did not write this. So, to be clear, it's consistent across the university. There's a lot of factors that go into these medallions. They're very impressive. So our first tonight is Kobe Dawson. And Arda McHenry. Our final medallion award today is the Evan Pugh Scholar Award for seniors. This award is named for Evan Pugh, Penn State's president from 1959 to 1964. These scholars are those students who are in the upper 0.5% of their respective classes, have completed at least 48 graded Penn State credits, and with more than 92.1 cumulative credits at the end of the fall semester of the academic year in which the award is given. This year, 6 of our students have earned this award. Let's do it again. Last time. devoted parent, demonstrating remarkable discipline, resilience, and determination. Despite these responsibilities, she has maintained a flawless 4.0 GPA and ranks among the top 3 students in the graduating class. She brings a positive perspective to every environment, enriching academic discussions with thoughtful insights drawn from her lived experiences. Skylar's daily routine reflects her unwavering commitment as she carefully manages her time between parenting, work, and rigorous academic responsibilities, often continuing her studies late into the evening. Her ability to navigate significant external pressures while remaining focused on her goals speaks to her strength of character and deep sense of purpose. Through her perseverance and self-awareness, Skylar not only excels academically, but also serves as an inspiring example of how challenges can be transformed into opportunities for growth and success. Skylar? Our next award is the Student Veteran Recognition Award, and this year that goes to David Rosendale. Dave is a wonderful student, leader, and peer at Penn State Altoona, whose warmth, wisdom, and welcoming spirit make an immediate impact on everyone he meets. Despite being in his 50s, I didn't write that part, he effortlessly bridges generational gaps, engaging with others in a genuine and inclusive way, earning him the affectionate nickname, Golden Retriever Dave, for his enthusiastic and respectful approach to connection. As a veteran, he brings valuable lived experience and perspective that enriches classroom discussions and fosters deeper understanding among his peers. Dave consistently demonstrates selfless leadership by organizing study groups, supporting fellow students, and volunteering for campus initiatives, all while encouraging collaboration and shared success. Through his humility, active listening, and commitment to inclusivity, he creates spaces where others feel valued and inspired, leaving a lasting impact on both the academic and campus community. David? The next award is the First Generation College Student Recognition Award. This goes to Vendela Weitzel. Vendela is an outstanding student who seamlessly integrates high-level academic achievement with extensive leadership, research, and clinical experience. She currently holds officer roles in 3 organizations simultaneously, including serving as president of both Tri Beta National Biological Honor Society and the Penn State Altoona Biology Club. Demonstrating remarkable initiative, organization, and the trust of her peers and faculty. As an active researcher, she has contributed to the ongoing work while conducting independent experiments, earning a competitive Tri Beta research grant that highlights her commitment to scientific inquiry. Vendela has also pursued extensive clinical and veterinary shadowing experiences, reflecting a proactive and well-rounded approach to her goal of attending veterinary school. Her consistency, professionalism, and ability to balance rigorous commitments make her a standout role model and an exemplary member of the academic community. Vendela? Our next presenter is Dr. Donna Mesner, a Penn State Altoona Alumni Society board member.
The Penn State Altoona Blue and White Society Award for Outstanding Service goes to Dylan Aliga. Dylan is a 4th-year student who will graduate in May 2026 with a degree in Business Management and Marketing and with a minor in Entrepreneurship. Dylan currently serves as a member of the Student-Initiated Fee Allocation Committee, as well as serving as a treasurer Dylan is extremely organized, professional, and responsive to the needs of the Blue and White Society, as well as the students the organization serves. Dylan is an integral part of the success of the Blue and White Society's ability to create meaningful student events. So we'd like to present this to Dylan. Altoona Alumni Society Student Award for Outstanding Service, which goes to Joseph Kramer. Joe is a senior at Penn State Altoona who will graduate in December 2026 with a degree in mechanical engineering. Joe serves as the president of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers Altoona, as well as the vice president of Penn State Altoona Blue and White Societies. Additionally, Joe is a member of the United States Army National Guard and was deployed from 2024 to 25. Upon returning from deployment, Joe returned to Penn State Altoona to complete his degree. So we'd like to give our applause to Joe.
Excellence Academic Advising Award to Deborah. In the nomination process, students shared that Deb was above and beyond to support students and faculty, offering her time and expertise even to those who were not assigned advisors. She has been really helpful in navigating complex schedules and event categories, including assisting students in quickly adding minors and having clear plans to graduation. As program coordinator, she serves as a resource for transfer students, and anyone in need of guidance, often meeting with students and faculty to answer questions others cannot. Her office is a constant hub of support, reflected in hundreds of constant appointments she doesn't achieve, well beyond her abilities. With dedication, accessibility, and problem-solving skills, Deb provides reassurance and direction. Other students stay on track and confident in academic achievements. Please welcome Deborah.
Jonathan Chismar. Jonathan, a sophomore engineering major, has truly gone above and beyond his coursework this year to become involved on campus, particularly in campus activities board and Altoona benefiting thon. His nominator specifically cited his outstanding attitude and energy, even when he was nervous and unsure about what he was stepping into. In these spaces, he was known for his consistent and contagious positivity and passion for whatever he puts his head and heart into. He is great at connecting others and always has a mindset of, let's make this work. Please join me in congratulating Jonathan. The next recipient is Jake Young. Jake is a sophomore involved in on-campus student organizations and also community efforts. He's an active member of Campus Activities Board, a Lion Guide, a Shriner, and a Freemason. He has a positive attitude and is very friendly to everyone. On campus, you can find him at SLUP, the Belonging Center, or the Student Success Center. He's in one of those places. He is helpful and makes sure all are included and actively participating, sometimes even going with a new-to-him friend, just so they don't have to attend something alone. Students, if you can't picture him yet, you've absolutely heard him because we use him as an announcer often at campus events. The bustling community of the Commuter Lounge is in large part to Jake's efforts. What started out as a 1 or 2 people hangout space at the beginning of the year is now a busy space that sees 20 to 40 students a day. Students who now have friends, attend campus events, and don't just hang out in their cars. Jake was selected for this award for his initiative, leadership, and genuine care for his fellow students. Congratulations, Jake. Jake is not here, so I'm going to give him that whole speech later, one-on-one. The next award is the Student Organization and Activities Recognition Award. Our first recipient tonight is Michael Walker. It's my honor to recognize Michael for his impact, leadership, creativity, and persistence. His resume is robust from his time at Penn State Altoona. But today I want to specifically honor his efforts for student veterans. Michael stepped forward into the inaugural student veteran advocate role. He brought with him immense knowledge and experience and a tenacity to help student veterans navigate the dually challenging systems of the federal government and Penn State. In addition to general support, encouragement, and advocacy, Michael spearheaded a community trick-or-treat event, which, full disclosure, I tried to talk him out of doing, so we still did it. That's his persistence. He developed a remembrance service for veterans and POWs, created and led veteran appreciation events, among many other things. Now, as he prepares to graduate, it is impossible not to notice the legacy Mike will be leaving behind at Penn State Altoona. Congratulations. Organizations and Activities Recognition Award is Ember Brown. Ember and I first met when she stepped into leadership in the Creative Writers Club. She wanted to expand the scope of the club to be more action-oriented and to make it a space for people to find encouragement and community. Since Ember took over, the club has grown exponentially. There are weekly cafe nights, monthly events, and a devoted membership base. Fan favorites include the Rocky Horror Picture Show Night and the Sci-Fi Movie Marathon. Ember approached leadership with curiosity and a desire to understand. She used it as a learning experience that could be passed on when new officers came on board. Ember is persistent, kind, welcoming, and a thoughtful student leader. Ember. For what it's worth, I'll also give that speech one-on-one for Ember. The next recipient of this award is Michaela Posada. Ella is a lovely student who often approaches leadership in a less obvious, quiet way, going against the grain of the narrow vision of leadership only being for the extroverted ones. You may know her as an orientation leader, a Sheets Fellow, or an exec in Altoona Benefit Fund. Almost any time you can find her at campus events helping in some way to make the event successful. This year, she was a dancer for Thon, which means she was standing and dancing for 46 hours straight to raise and Programming Award. And I swear we're not just trying to overuse the name, but Altoona Benefiting Funds Basket Bingo is the award winner. This year's ABT group brought back the tradition of hosting a campus and community basket bingo. We believe this was the first time since the early 2000s. We were trying to check our records. As an organization, ABT has had to navigate county gambling laws, solicit donations from community partners, and sell a lot of tickets. The event was a success, and they were able to raise over $6,000 for this one event. They even were featured on the WTHA, a local news station, for their efforts. Needless to say, they are already working on the event for fall 2026, and you can see them to buy tickets probably as early as tonight. This event was one of their many efforts that they led them to be the #1 Commonwealth campus, raising over $83,000 this year alone. So, ABT, come on. Caden is the chair of the event, so they decided to leave you alone on that one. Next up is a dual award, which we don't typically do, but we thought was well-deserved. The Student Organization President Award is given to Naya Kratzer and Noah Memphis. Noah and Naya were vital to the success of Altoona Benefiting Fund this year. Both are second-time co-executive directors and were ready to take ABT to the next level this year. They led with confidence and were role models to the new faces coming into the organization. Noah always made sure that everyone had the chance to talk at meetings and get their point across. He never failed to make people feel welcome. Naya is a quiet but fierce leader and had everyone's back no matter what. With the two of them at the helm, they never gave up and strived to get back their #1 spot. With their leadership, ABT was able to raise, as I mentioned earlier, over $83,000 for the kids. The members of the organization wrote, "They always put others before themselves. They offer endless support throughout the year and during Fun Weekend. They are selfless and genuine individuals who dedicate themselves to a much larger cause." Another student in the group wrote, "It was an honor to have served with them and learned from them. I will always look up to them for advice, for leadership, or if I just need a friend." So Naya and Noah, thank you for doing it. For the final section of awards from me tonight is the Lions Pride Awards. So our first recipient today is Long Yang Lee, Simon. Simon has demonstrated strong leadership skills in his various roles in leadership on campus. His first year as a resident assistant, he worked on the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Committee to promote inclusivity on his floor for his residents and throughout the campus with various organizations he was a part of. His second year as a resident assistant, he led the Global Engagement Living and Learning Community. Simon put forth even more effort to ensure a positive experience there for students in that community on his floor. He is praised from the students on his floor for making the residents feel safe and included. Additionally, he is the president of the Chinese Student Association, a crew leader at Port Sky, and is also involved with the Chancellor's Student Advisory Council. So Simon, where are you? Next up is Abby Marian. I'm pleased to present this award to Abby Marian. Abby is the person that everyone on campus knows, but probably is not aware of how vast her impact is on our campus community. Abby has created a program on campus for former foster youth. She regularly volunteers to help anyone and everyone in need. And Abby sees the challenges that exist for others, and instead of going in the other direction, she finds a solution with them. However, within all of this work, Abby struggles to notice the immense good that she does for this community. Abby exudes what it means to care about others with no expectation for something in return. I am honored to work alongside Abby for the betterment of our Penn State Altoona community. Abby. Leah has been involved in many aspects of campus life. Volleyball player, Sheets Fellow, Thon, the Dig Pink Foundation Ambassador, Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and more. Through her leadership efforts, she has demonstrated strong teamwork, professionalism, and a desire to contribute meaningfully to both campus and community. Whether collaborating on team projects, participating in professional development activities, or mentoring peers, she acts with integrity and a clear commitment to personal and collective growth. Her character is equally commendable. Leah consistently treats others with respect, kindness, and empathy. Her actions reflect a deep sense of responsibility with Penn State Altoona community, and she is the type of student who leaves a positive and lasting impression on everyone she encounters. Her nominator wrote, "In my experience as her instructor, Leah Szymanski embodies the spirit of this award. She is academically exceptional, a dedicated leader, and a person of outstanding character. Truly someone who represents the best of Penn State Altoona." Please join me in congratulating Leah.
Organized, created, or developed, Asa is your person. Affectionately, we can refer to her as the CEO of projects that need completed. She willingly steps forward, provides leadership, sets boundaries, and guides things to completion. There are no tasks that are too much for her to take the lead and guide others along for the journey with her. She truly has made our campus and our community a stronger place by sharing her gifts with us. Asta. Face-to-face since she was unable to join us today. Our next award is a Servant Leader Award. This goes to Lexi Ann Kuliani. In her time at Penn State Altoona, Lexi has demonstrated herself more than worthy of consideration for the Servant Leader Award. She has consistently given of her time and resources in order to assist others in whatever ways that she was able. Lexi has been active in multiple activities and projects, both initiated through campus channels and by her own initiative. Lexi has served as a Thon Special Events Captain and has spent multiple weekends tabling to raise money for this project. She has also completed the Thon 5K run and immediately returned to campus to assist with the ABT Bingo fundraising event. She is a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, the Diversity and Inclusion Council Chair for the Morgan's Message Association, and she has volunteered to participate in programs such as the NCAA Diversity Initiative. Lexi has actively assisted with the Blair County Food Drive, and she participated in the on-campus Out of the Darkness for Suicide Prevention Walk. Individually, as a member of the women's tennis team, Lexi has aided multiple teammates with developing effective and successful academic strategies and habits. This semester, Lexi took the initiative to start the Penn State Altoona Christian Athlete Bible Study Group. This is a student-led group which is quickly outgrowing classroom capacity. The group is an inclusive, open-to-all community group. Join me in welcoming Lexi. Shared his dream of a world where individuals are judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That vision lives quietly yet powerfully in Lizette. What makes Lizette remarkable is not simply the title she holds, but the integrity with which she holds them. As the first African American president of the Political Science Society at Penn State Altoona, She did not step into leadership seeking visibility for herself. She stepped into it to widen the doors for others. I have had the privilege of witnessing her leadership up close, and what stands out most is her consistency and discipline, while doing it so gracefully and peacefully. She advocates for change, and she recently took the lead again on planning Capital Day for Altoona students to engage directly with policymakers. Lizette genuinely carries her identity with pride. In every space she enters, she makes it clear through action that representation matters and that leadership should be rooted in service. One of the clearest examples is Beyond the Degree, an event she led in collaboration with SGA and the Political Science Society. The goal was simple: create a space where students could envision life beyond graduation and connect directly with professionals. When obstacles arose, she did not step back, she leaned in. She used her own professional network, invited community leaders, and created a student-centered career mixer that felt accessible and empowering. Through her work with the Democratic National Committee, and specifically the Blair County Democratic Committee, she was recently named co-chair of the Young Democrats of Blair County, and continues to create space for young voices in rooms where they are often overlooked. Academically, she excels as a communication major and political science minor, and holds a membership in Lambda Pi Eta, the National Communication Association Honor Society. In a time when leadership can feel transactional, Lizette's leadership feels transformational. She does not simply quote Dr. King's dream, she lives it, and is the walking, living, breathing prime example of what one calls Black excellence. Lizette? The center is a robust, integrated center that has a lot of moving parts. It helps if you think of it as a doctor's office. And Billy is instrumental in ensuring the center operates with integrity, consistency, and excellent service to our students. Billy exemplifies this award through her character. She is always, and I mean always, coming up with new ideas to serve students well. Billy is the embodiment of walk the walk. She exudes Dr. King's vision of a socially just world where healthcare is a basic human right. She is deeply concerned about campus wellness and works to integrate changes to encourage this. It was her idea to offer sports physicals for our student athletes, as she knows that can be a financial hardship. It was her idea to initiate a series of efforts to include our second and third shift colleagues into campus events more intentionally, including a thank you brunch. Billy is deeply committed to supporting our students in the LGBTQ+ community with equity and excellence. She is a voracious consumer of information on current events and wellness best practices, working to integrate the knowledge into better service. Currently, she is working on her certification to be a CPR trainer with the intent of helping folks in our campus community to be more empowered to help others should the situation arise. Billy? Next, please welcome back Chancellor Ron Darbo for our final awards.
Okay, so our first award is the Excellence in Classroom Teaching Award. And this goes to Joan Krug, Assistant Teaching Professor in Nursing. Joan is unable to join us this evening, but we do want to take a moment to honor her. As this is a student-nominated and selected award, I'll just share what some students have said. first one shares that Dr. Krug has a great balance of professionalism and fun. She never lowers her expectations of us, but is able to listen and adjust the methods based on feedback. Another student shared, I know that myself and a few of my friends were a little scared when she got assigned to us as a clinical instructor in the fall because her class in junior year was very tough. However, this is one of the best things that could have happened because she really made everything come together for me as a future nurse. Yet another student shared that Dr. Krug has totally changed the way many of my nursing classmates and I think. In a clinical at the hospital, she would always make us paint a picture of the entire patient and think about the why of everything. High praise indeed. Please let's give a congratulations to Joan Krug. This award recognizes students from throughout the entire university whose outstanding qualities of character, scholarship, leadership, and citizenship have been directed into student programs and services. Will Lena Henry please join me on stage? When I first came to Penn Altoona, one of the things I wanted to do was to not only interact with our faculty and staff and students, but I wanted to pull together a select group of students of as broad a nature as you could imagine. Just pick a group. And the intent was to try to get a pulse, a close sense of what the student experience of the campus is. That would give me some real-time information that I could use to modify things that we're doing, or enhance other things that we're doing, or stop things that we're doing that was not working well. And Lena was one of the members of the inaugural Chancellor's Student Advisory Council. Lena quickly solidified herself as a thoughtful, responsible, and bright young woman. And she's one of those individuals who doesn't say a lot, but when she does, everybody gets quiet and listens. I came to trust her perspective and her opinion on student life, and I appreciate her counsel. I am thrilled to announce that Lena is the recipient of this year's award. I want to share a quick note of just some of the involvements that Lena has participated in. She is a peer tutor in the Writing Center. She's president and treasurer of the Psychology Club. She's a Schreier Honor student with an excellent GPA. She is a research assistant with Dr. Lindsay Lilienthal and Dr. Robert Matrock. In the undergraduate research fair, she won first place in the social sciences category for the poster, Premenstrual Syndrome and Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder, Risk Factors Among College-Age Women. She studied abroad in Costa Rica, in Puerto Rico, and in London. She's involved in communities with Contact Altoona and Blade Drug and Alcohol Partnerships. She belongs to the Ivy Side Dance Ensemble. She's a singer, and dancer, and actress in integrated arts. Associate Professor of Psychology of the Lindsay Lilienthal shared, Lena is one of the very best all-around students I have seen. She has the entire psychology department behind her. We all agree that she is very deserving of this award. I have been particularly impressed with Lena's critical thinking. She does not shy away from intellectual exercises, and she is skilled at analyzing empirical research and understanding its connections to theories. During group projects and discussions, Lena is perfectly comfortable speaking up and taking on a leadership role. However, she is also very encouraging and respectful to those around her, helping everyone be more successful and collaborative as a result. Overall, Lena is a pleasure to have in class and a real asset. She has made my courses better for other students and me a better instructor. Her character reference, Adria Schmidt, shared, Lena does little things with so much love It makes her accomplishments all the more amazing. While she lives the life of a commuting student, she finds the time to take care of anyone she needs. I wish for everyone to find someone who can make you laugh the way Lena does. I'd like to share some of Lena's reflections of her time at Penn State Altoona. If someone had asked me during my first semester who I was, I would not have described myself as an individual who necessarily sought out opportunity. I entered college hesitant to step beyond what felt familiar. I now leave it with understanding that growth begins the moment we choose to say yes. I'm going to use that. College was not only a place to earn a degree, but also a place to explore the unknown, to ask questions, and to pursue opportunities that once felt intimidating. She also shares that college also provided me with the courage to rediscover parts of myself I had set aside. From a drawing class to guitar lessons, I could take time and learn more about myself through art. I learned that leadership is not about recognition, but about creating a space where others feel encouraged to engage, to grow as individuals, and to pursue their own aspirations. My college experience has been defined by moments where I chose to step beyond what felt comfortable. I discovered both confidence in myself and a deeper passion for my field, and more importantly, the art of learning. Lena will graduate from Penn State Altoona this semester and will move on to pursue a PhD in neuropsychology. Then she hopes to have a clinical career and an academic one, where she can pay her experiences forward. I'll conclude my remarks on Lena with a quote from Dr. Kyle King, the director of the Writing Commons. When Lena Henry graduates, it will be a testament to the kinds of students that Penn State Altoona can produce, but it will also leave a profound hole in our campus. And I echo those sentiments. Would you please join me in congratulating Lena Henry, the 2026 Walker Award winner. So, students are why we exist. They are why we do what we do. They are why we show up day after day, hour after hour, in and outside of class, presenting our best selves to create young persons like the ones who receive the awards today. I've had the pleasure of watching these students on stage, of watching their artwork, of seeing them in the lanes, courts, fields. I've been in airplanes, I've been in planes, trains, and automobiles with them in Lisbon, in Sevilla, in Madrid. I couldn't be prouder of the graduates of Penn State Altoona. I could not be prouder of our students. It is always my hope that college blesses our graduates with two things. One is the skill set and mindset to rise to their best selves, to master their knowledge, to master their ecosystem, and to master themselves, and to find a way to pay it forward, to be a blessing to the persons in their orbits. And the second thing, perhaps just as important, that I always hope our graduates leave with understanding that there is nothing they cannot do if they put their talent and their consistent hard work behind it. To realize at the most fundamental level that they are limitless and that they have the ability to impact their families, their communities, their states, their nations, and the world. Because God knows we need bright, young, passionate young people to step in to take their place. I have great hope for a collective future as the human family, and I encourage and challenge our graduates to step into that space. For students who are leaving us, I hope you know that the Penn State Altoona family is always here to support you, to cheer you on, to continue to be those shoulders you stand on as you launch for your endeavors. To all of you here tonight, please don't be afraid to ask us for photos or to introduce us to your loved ones. And this is why we do what we do. Thank you, parents, family members, friends, for trusting us with your young people. Thank you, our students, for accepting the guidance, the challenges that we offer. You are why we do what we do. Thank you all very much.